What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Reselling guy here. Today we're going to deal with that pile right there. Um, so I've decided that I'm going to make these videos. I think every day. I think every day I should make a video, and it can be like my own personal diary thing. I don't know. It'll just be on YouTube too, and we'll give out some tips and answer questions and help people out. Someone just declined an offer from me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of recap what happened yesterday. So if I look at my handy dandy board down here. So yesterday we did 48 drafts. We're at 103 for the week. Today's Wednesday. Haven't started yet. We have 6,028 listings as of this morning. So we just passed 6,000 yesterday. So that was cool. We sent 35 live. So that's what I do. It's 35. There's something in my eye. It's awesome for the video. I send 35. I launch 35 drafts every day. I think we've covered that before, um, which is 245 a week. So if I do 50 Monday through Friday, that gives me 250, covers me, plus gives me 5 extra. And then Saturday, I'll do like, you can't see it, but back there, there's tons of inventory. I think I showed some of it on my first video. I reorganized everything back there. Anyways, um, go through that, go through some of that, like maybe stuff that's a little harder to list. And then, yeah. So one thing I wanted to mention is, so I'm in a mastermind group, and when I made my first two videos, I was just thinking about talking to that group, not thinking about random people who come across my video. So anyways, a lot of people, I shouldn't say a lot, I see people in that group who post their numbers from eBay, like, oh, I sold, you know, in the last 90 days, I've sold $50,000, or I had a great day, I sold $1,000, whatever the case may be. But one thing you got to remember is it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep, right? Um, and so and I'm looking at my numbers. So like there was months where I made pretty good, sold a lot of items, right? But then I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not profit isn't very good. I mean, it's okay, but I wanted it to be higher. And so you look at you look at certain things and you go, well, you made $10,000, but your profit is only, like, let's say, okay, we'll do an example because this is real example for me of what I did. So let's say you sell $10,000, but your profit, and this didn't happen to me, but um, I don't know what the exact numbers are, and I don't want to have to look them up. So your profit was $1,000 off 10,000. Is that good? But you sold, let's say, 1,000 items. It's just a real easy number. So you're going, okay, I had to deal with 1,000 items to make $1,000. Or my gross sales can be 5,000. I only sell 500 items, but my profit was 3 grand. So obviously it's easier to deal with less items and make more money. So I don't know. I just know that some of these people, you look at some of their numbers and it's like, yeah, your sales number looks great, but your profit isn't. And that's really all that matters. So just kind of make sure you understand that when you're, like right now I'm looking at my performance for the last 31 days. Just make sure you kind of understand those numbers. Like, is it worth it? Am I promoting too high? Am I promoting too low? Or am I paying too much for items? How can I get better items? Sourcing, and in real estate, as a real estate agent for a long time, one of the things they always said, my investors always said, is you make your money on the front end, meaning you make your money when you buy, not when you sell. So there's a lot of investors that talk about that, especially with real estate, because if I can buy something over here low enough, I'm always going to make money when I sell it. So, you know, that's a good principle to remember. So just kind of look at your numbers and just, if you have enough data to look back, maybe for the last year, just go, okay, I sold X amount of items in this month and made this month. or made this much, but did I, and then the next month I sold less items but made more money or the same amount of money? Because that's what happened to me. I was looking at different things and different items that we were selling, and I'm going, wait a minute. I sold this many items. Excuse me. Oh, I sold this many items and I made, X. And then what was it, like 6 months later? I sold way more items but made the same amount of money. And then I started comparing other months and I'm like, ooh. So this month, um, let me look. So for this month, and I'm not a guy that's going to show my numbers on screen. It's just not what I do. I don't. I think it's funny when people do that. I mean, do whatever you want, it's your business, but I just think it's like imagine going to Walmart and saying, "Hey, let me see your books. What did you do in gross sales, and what was your net profit, and what was your ASP, and how many items did you sell?" And you're like, "Dude, that's confidential. Get out of here." But some people on the internet just like to flex their muscles. I'm not one of those guys. Okay, so let's look at trying to do math in my head. So I've sold about. All right, let's just do real numbers. Come on, calculator. So 14.76 a day versus this month was July, that's 30. 16.5. So almost 2 items less per day is what I'm doing this month, which you're like, ugh, it's horrible. And my gross sales are down 16.1% versus this time last month. But my net is up 8.9 and my ASP is up 10.2. So what I've done is late last month, I recognized we got problems. We're selling too many items and we're not making more money. Right. So I kind of have spent the last 3 weeks going, I need to get a better supplier. I need to get better inventory. I need to list better items. I still need to get them for a good deal though. And I need to really not just accept any offer that comes across. Like I have a minimum threshold and I raise that. So let's say I wanted to get $8 an item. I said, nah, it's too cheap. Let's go, whatever our number is now. So yeah, I know coupons. So you have your coupons, you have your newsletter, you have your sales, you can send offers, you can accept. I mean, there's all these different ways. And you sit there and you look at it and you go, okay, I started at $100 and then I put it on sale for 10% and then sent a coupon for 15 and then got an offer even below that. Now you're going, wow, it's a lot of money I just gave away. It's okay if your business model is set up that way and if you're buying something that's buying it for a penny and selling it for $30 and then you accept an offer for 15. Pretty sure all of us would do that all day long. But you just got to know your business model. You got to know what you're going for. And you just build your business around that. If you're going to sell yawning on a video, drink some water. If you're not, don't. But no, if you're going to sell, whatever, you got to know. You got to know your margins. You got to know your numbers. So I had someone once sit down and ask me some questions about my numbers, and I didn't have all the answers. That very night, I went home and stayed up till midnight and knew every single answer they asked me. Because I didn't want that to happen again. I just thought, wow, I thought I knew my numbers, but I didn't know everything that I needed to know. So now I know, not just, oh, what's your ASP and how much did you sell last month? I know what my profit margin is. I know what my markup is. I know how much I'm paying for an item. I know what the minimum price I'm going to accept for an item that falls into a certain category and it falls into another category. So you got to know your business in and out. And even if you're just starting out, you can learn all that. It's even easier actually if you're just starting out because you have less numbers to deal with. You have less data too, as far as how's my store doing, maybe, but that's okay. If you're just starting, you just want to sell items, make a little bit of money and sell items. Don't lose money, don't break even. Just make a little bit of money and sell items. Just get the store going so you can get into top rated and all that different stuff. Get a bigger store size, blah blah blah. You want to get oh my goodness, you want to get transactions under your belt. So, anyways, that's all I got for today. Maybe I'll check in the afternoon or after I'm done for the day. I don't know. I thought about doing that too, kind of about what happened during the day, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, that's kind of what I did yesterday. What my plan is each day. Like I said, I got all this stuff behind me to list today, and hopefully sell a lot. Right? That's what we want. And just remember, know your numbers for your store. Uh, if you need help, just leave me a comment. All right, sounds good. We'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.